dripping for? Lid's on tight. You shouldn't be dripping. For a moment, I thought the sound wasn't coming through. Nope, it was just being quiet. I mean, heighten my mic ever so slightly. I had trouble getting the freaking clamp on the mic stand to clamp. So at any moment it could pop and it'll smack me in the face and fall over, and then I gotta reclamp it. I currently have it. So the threads on the screw broke. So like wherever I had it positioned to be able to clamp, to clamp my desk tight enough to not wobble, it broke. So it can't be in that position now. So what I've been doing was I had, we're on peace, right? We're on probability. Actually, wait. Hold that thought on the microphone, because I gotta explain. We're gonna have to start here, because I realized where the keywords are supposed to go to. This is the maze that the guy was looking for. Not anywhere here. It's over here. The sewer. So we gotta go get those keywords because I don't remember what they were. And I tried to look up what they were in the guide, and the guide didn't actually list the keywords. It was like, oh, well, if you don't need to follow keywords. You could just go to the map I placed in this guide. It's like, yeah, there is a map. I can't read it. I don't know where the thing leads to. But I guess it's not a Lost Woods situation that you can just... You don't have to go a specific path. You can just find the thing on your own without having the keywords. But that should be the correct thing, so I just need to go nab the keywords and then we're off. We can just run off to the next thing. Unfortunately, there's no way around the next section cleanup. We are gonna have to do the red matter cleanup while we wait for Akira to get back. Where's the drone guy? So that's gonna be like, what was it, 11 minutes, I think? Oh, he's not over here. Maybe it would have been faster for me to just go up on my own instead of trying to find the fast travel. There he is. Is it third level? Now I'm gonna get this wrong and mess up on even more time. You know, save myself even less time by being wrong. Yeah, I think it wasn't up here. It was down. Or maybe. Was it this way? I think it's over here. Excuse me. Yeah, he's over here. Right there. All right, I can't listen to him directly. What is that guy mumbling to himself about? It's been acting weird ever since we jailed those hermits the other day. Left, left, straight, left, right, left. I remembered it was something like that, but I wasn't sure if it was left, left, straight, or right, right, straight, or... And then I also gotta remember the 11 steps ahead. Yeah, so now we can move on. Now we just, go to the roof of Relay Plaza. So yeah, my mic stand is broken. The threads on the screw to the clamp broke, so it can't clamp the desk at the thickness level that my desk actually is. What was the guy again? I forget. So what I was doing was I had some tissues folded. Because, you know, if you fold a thing of paper enough times, it becomes pretty dense. First level, please. So it was working. But then I guess it started squeezing the tissue too tightly, and now it's too compact. And it doesn't want to stay. So I'm like, alright, well, I need something that I can squeeze with the clamp that you know, won't break from being squeezed, so I can't just grab like a game case, because that would break. You know, you can't just squeeze game case. You know, it's hollow. It's gonna break. But like, I don't really have anything else. So just, it's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna grab these books. They are the manga versions of. It's totally fine. Manga versions of Shin-chan. The crayon Shin-chan. I forgot it has the crayon prefix. Yeah, I have 2 of those. Number 1 and number 9. I guess I never really bothered to try to find the other numbers. I don't even know how many there are. But yeah, so I have those 2 being clamped with my desk to try to make the clamp denser or thicker. The clamped position, not the clamp itself. You know what I mean. And it's not really working. The clamp is not tight enough. My thing is still tilting in my face. Swiveling infuriatingly. And I'm sure at any moment it's going to fail and it's going to pop like it did when I had the tissue in there. And it's going to fall over. Okay, skip that. I'm just gonna go get to my post. Which I guess it was supposed to be the bridge. Gates supposed to, yeah, don't need to bother with that. Got those gates before. I don't even really need to bother with the red batter because my energy is almost full anyway. My energy is full. I don't need it. Just run on over there. And here it is.
We need to take care of the gates first. Let's split up. I'll check this gate out. You take care of red matter cleanup and see if there are any more gates.
See, I like that. Normally, you're the one who goes into the gates and other people have to do stuff while they wait for you to get back. But this time it's like, nah, I'm gonna do it. You clean up while I do stuff in here. Oh, we have 12 minutes, not 11. Well, that's a big difference. I remember the mistake I made that made me not able to get... Okay, well, that made me not able to get all the stuff before. So let's see if I can be better than that this time. You know, knock on wood, it shouldn't be too hard as long as you know where things are. By the way, the toilet is over here. It's on a floating platform here. You gotta, like, bring arm over to that. Not pull yourself. Okay, I think that reset the floating platform too, so it's not a big deal. I felt, but I'm just waste time going to the bathroom. Do enough of that already. Drank a coffee today, and all it did was make me have to pee more. It didn't make me less tired. Which honestly, I think the problem is that it's not a caffeine issue. It's it's probably a nutrition issue, honestly. I should eat better. I think it might be because I've been skipping on vegetables too much, because we've just been having a lot of canned vegetables, and I'm tired of these canned vegetables. Like, not that canned vegetables are terrible, but I don't know, I just don't like the ones we've been getting. They're not good. It's like sometimes we get corn, and it's like normal corn. Ah! It's like normal corn. It's normal sized corn. And then sometimes we get the, like, what's it called? Like baby corn or something? Or, you know, it's just like smaller corn. It just doesn't taste as good as the big corn. Should we get the big corn all the time? So no, don't go out. I was waiting for the platform to appear, and it's like, oh right. It's one of the ones that only appears when the Legion goes over it. that. I don't think over here is a thing. But the other question is that moving platform up there something I need to worry about? I don't think so. I think it's set dressing. It looks like it's got little arms doing a thing. But if I'm missing stuff, you know where it is. We know where to look. Yeah, so the stuff over there is the stuff I missed the first time.
I might be a while. It's a little bigger in here than I thought. Sorry, but you'll have to handle it on your own for a bit. I'll call when I'm out.
And as far as I remember from the guide, that there's no real penalty for not doing all the cleanup. Just, I don't know, you probably don't get an S rank or something. You know, you don't get the red matter cleanup, that's for sure. But it still counts as completed, so it's not like this is the thing I'm missing. See, this is one of those moments where it's like I couldn't tell if I had to like finagle my Legion over that ledge to pull me over there, over the railing. But no, it's much more simple. And we're not at it right now. We gotta look back this way. Put the iris back on, make everything easier to see. What are you displaying information for? What was that? Should have sword out, so he's faster. Technically, I should have bow out because it's even faster, but sword is right there. Okay, is this... I think this is the end. Sure, I'll do the gate. I think you have to do the gates as part of the cleanup. I don't think they take that long. Give me some health back. I don't remember losing that. Oh yeah, falling, that's right. That makes more sense. Eat the big one. And you too. Toad. You too. Okay, how about round sword? Get some of that action going. And how about triple sword? Funny. It's like I said before, it's like Dead Man's Volley, but you play with your Legion. But instead of controlling when you rally, you have to be paying attention to when your Legion rallies. You have to rally with your Legion. Oh look, it's both of the big ones at once. Scary. Okay, wait. To come untargeted. Okay, that should be everything for this gate. Okay, now for the part I missed by being silly. Over here. We have this red matter. You know, I'll put Bo. I'll give Bo some respect. You crouch under it. This is definitely... It's one of those things where I was in such a rush to try to figure out how to get over here that I didn't slow down to think about the simple answer of you just crouch. Okay, please don't Legion rush me off the ledge. I really gotta... Huh? It's an enemy? Nope. Don't you normally have to close them?
Can you hear me?
I'm putting some back on because of Legion Rush. I'm sorry, Bo.
This is gonna keep me busy for a while.
Dude!
Take care of cleanup over there for me, all right?
I'm missing some red matter on the way there, too. I'm not good at this. I only have the one full heal. Okay, let's try shooting it with bow. It's not helpful. Bow, 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 bow. Bow. Okay, that's one. No, no, no. Don't overshoot. It's two. It's probably easier to move this because they're tied together. Three. That is not 100%. Where am I missing? I don't know if your map shows. I don't think so. Oh, it moves the whole... Okay. Well, that's one way I could have made that easier. I didn't realize how far that goes. Please don't dodge off the ledge. Oh, there's some over there. I need two. Okay, well, I don't think it's on this side, so it might be back where I was like, oh, well, if I'm missing any, we know what it is. I can't go ahead that way. Dang, am I seriously about to fail this again, even knowing where the stuff... Even knowing how to get to that one ledge? Don't get stuck on stuff. Oh, don't tell me it's over by the bathroom. Oh, wait, 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 wait. Okay, please be someone who can fly. %. I just saved myself a minute.
That was tougher than I thought. I'm on my way back now, so let's meet up. I've sent a location to your Iris. Meet me there.
Iris, shut down.
Huh? Nice work. I almost forgot how handy you are with the Legion. I better hit the training room to keep up.
S plus.
two hear me. Listen carefully. It's the signal's coming
Oh, I
from...
can just skip. Hang on. I gotta close my fan. It's getting too cold in here. Okay. So over here is the maze. This is where we're supposed to use the information. Closed to the public. Safety wall.
That sound and the signal from Dad's Legatus. They're
Nope,
connected
not that.
somehow. I just know they are. The beast
Left,
legions
left,
that are
straight.
tracking, right? Maybe it can find
So
where
it
the
should be
sound came
left
from.
here. Left. Straight. Left. Right. I guess this would be right. And then left again. Oh, okay, that's... Excuse me? Forgot this was here. Oh. Well. Won't get me anywhere interesting. So left? Ah, shoot. I got... The wall distracted me. Hi, Granny. Nice to see you. Enjoy lurking. Been playing for days and days in a maze. But there's no mini Minotaur here. Put Beast back on. Where was the entrance again? I think it's the spot that I can't go back to. Basically, I'm looking for a secret wall. Okay, so this should be where we started. I should leave the red matter so I don't get turned around. Left. Left. This would be straight. I feel like I'm on the wrong path again. Left. Right. Here's the wall. And then left. And it's a light 11 steps ahead. How many? What if I just rub my face against the wall until I go through it? Oh, wait, it'd be on the left. Okay, took a wrong turn, I think. There's always going to be in here, because that would be too easy.
Maybe we should leave the tracking to the Beast Legion.
Yeah, so that's pretty much your only penalty for not using the Beast Legion here and exploring to your heart's content. Slow down. Come on, stop running into walls. We're not at that point yet. Nope. This way. I don't know how I keep flipping through my notes. Apparently I can do left and right on the thumbstick, even though it's supposed to be the D-pad. That's like one like this notebook being open while I'm playing is like the one instance where I'm okay with the menu exclusively controlling with the D-pad. That seems to be pretty common in Japanese games, I've noticed. Like, you know, obviously not every Japanese game, but, you know, fairly common in a lot of them is having menus exclusively controlled with the D-pad. So that was left. That would be left. That would be straight. Left. Right. Left. It's a light 11 steps ahead. There it is. Look, I'm trying to close the book. I mean, it's not a book. It's the notepad. Police notes. Because it's not a physical notepad. It's on my. It's a Legatus feature. I'll have to ask Jin to show me how to unlock the solitaire feature. Oh gosh, one of them's got a bottle. His head looks like cauliflower. I'm sure it's supposed to be like a goat or something, or a sheep. Goats don't have wool. Hang on, I gotta get a picture. God damn. Accidental perfect call. Where did the guy go? There he no. I guess I can still kill. I can still beat them, even though they're probably under the protection of the Naiad. Okay, how about some of this? And some of this? Good enough for me. Target him. And got him. I guess it's supposed to be like a zombie summoner or something. Like these guys are supposed to own. Oh, never mind. Oh no, they were running away. Who would have guessed there's a chimera that can control people? At least everyone it was controlling seems safe now. I've called it in to let HQ know these civilians are safe. Let's find out where that sound is coming from. Wow, I got 20,000 points for that? Cool. Okay, that should be the only thing we needed. I was gonna say, hey look, it only took 10 minutes. It took a half an hour. But it's done. So now we can move on to the next thing. It didn't take us several hours just to find one thing. So good. I was scratching my arm. Okay, so we were just on peace. So now we do salvation. Actually, what am I... Which ones? You would think by now I would have hit 100% cleanup on anything other than the first mission. I haven't even found the bathroom in the first mission. Is that counted as one of the things to look for? No. It doesn't count as an item, even though it kind of is. Oh wait, before I go, I should feed my cats. I guess they're not my cats, they're the cats. I like to think I'm just sheltering them until their owners know it's safe. Even though I know some of their owners are probably dead. But I want to think that they're not my cats. I'm just holding on to them for people. And I will remember to check, and this is why I thought to come do this in the first place. No, not key items. Is it salvage? Okay, I can't really sort by alphabetical. No, not key items. Cat food, 14. Torn cap. Oh, not that. And go into the right menu. Cat food, 13. So I do need the cat food. And I think you only get like $5 for it anyway, so it's really not worth selling. I think the idea is supposed to be that it's a not worth selling item that you come here to exchange for an item that's more worth selling. I don't know how much the... What did we get? A tattered hat? Beard dirt? Whatever we got. Also, something I never tried. It does show the names. It's Momo. And Mia. Mia's the one that likes to play with the can. Walnut on the couch. Robin. Danny in the box. Kai. Smee. What are you doing? You're in a box on a shelf. That is a very cat spot to be. Because it makes you think, how the heck did you get in there without falling over? Very cat-like. Chi-Chi. Sakura. Yuki. Hey! Kinder! I love the spots they put these cats. There's one over here in the sun. Because cats' bodies don't generate a lot of heat. So they like the sun. That was something I looked up not too long ago. It's like, why do cats like sitting in the sun? It's because they don't generate a lot of heat. Bran. Did they get the name of that one over here? Milky. Best collectible. Okay, let's try to get back on. Oh, right. I gotta go to my computer. But we're almost done. We've got, like, what, 3 to do? Which could still end up taking a long time. Okay, so this one there. One in the next part. And then that's it. See, it's easy to be like, on paper, this is gonna take like half an hour. But it's the looking for it that takes so much time. At the very least, I would be happy with getting this done in the next hour. And then spend the following hour on whatever the next file is. Oh, what a surprise, when Harmony swear again. Wow.
Looks like you got there in one piece. They're almost done evacuating the civilians from Harmony Square. It should be nearly deserted. The local police are already there on watch, but they may need your help if anything comes up. You two have been assigned to the central intersection under the skywalk. Secure your surroundings and head over. There's no telling what could happen right now, so stay sharp.
It sounded like she said stay shark. It's not Shark Week, Olive. I don't know when Shark Week is. But it's not now. Okay, so I could just fly right to the objective. Doesn't appear to be anything to do right now. There's a lot of red in the air.
Our post is up ahead. Once we take point there, we won't be able to head back to HQ for a while. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
That's what I said.
All who tremble in fear, desperate, listen to my voice. Soon, very soon, I will bring you justice. I will open the gates to our true future. Abandon fear, and you will know true peace.
I kind of like her angle.
Over there, Jenna!
Like the idea... I think the idea is supposed to be that she's opening all these gates to get humans used to chimeras. Try to, you know, learn to live in the astral plane, I think. Or maybe that was the other guy's plane.
People are leading all of humanity straight to damnation.
Straight to damnation? You're the terrorist here!
You don't understand. My heart goes out to you two. All because of how you were born. Doomed to be used by those idiots until you die. Chained to your fate. Powerless.
You talk to me and the Chimeras. The Legions. But yeah, she was stuck in the astral plane. So I think if anyone would understand that humans can live in peace with the Chimeras, it's her. But also Redshift. So she's still wrong. I don't know how she didn't Redshift. Some people can't even last a few minutes in the astral plane. And somehow she survived, like, I think it was several years. Makes you wonder what she ate. Can you eat Chimera? Is there nutrition value in Chimera? Probably just tastes like chicken anyway. Hang on, Delta. Just wait a second. Hang on. Hold the phone. I didn't get a picture of you? Oh, was it Harmony Square, not the homunculus? Harmony Square West. I didn't know I was supposed to take pictures of locations. I guess I gotta do that next time I run through each of these files, trying to get other stuff I missed. The non-chapter stuff. Or non-cases. Hey, what are you running out of energy for? Oops. Come on. Control the game right. You know how to play. Now we're finally at the point in the story where we're supposed to have all of the legions. So now if I miss something that had to do with Axe, now that's just me being dumb. I don't know if slow shot works on you, but I did it anyway. Never mind, I guess I did not. I'm going to space. Save me! I'm over a pit! Whoa! Or was I? Looked like I was floating. Kick you in the face while I fly over to your hand. Get arm out here. Power charge. Put me over to the ledge, please. Stop doing animations. Got flopping now. Don't fall. It's too bad that you can't fly over gaps when you're in... I was about to do the thing. When you're in this mode. It's only hover mode. It's not fly mode. It's plus. I'm still not quite sure if I'm in the right... Like, if whatever I missed wasn't just something that's, like, invisible again. But like I said last time, like, I don't know that they would put any secret areas in a place that you visit multiple times. So I don't know that that whatever I'm looking for was around Harmony Square. Unless it's one of those cases that they don't tell you about but isn't a hidden room. Like with the kid in the soccer ball. But there weren't really supposed to be civilians there to begin with.
I followed Jenna through a gate, but what are you doing here? Either way, you've got good timing. You can see that thing from over where you are, right? It's another homunculus. Looks like it's not ready to hatch yet, but it's still absorbing chimeras. I guess Jenna figured it'd be easier to feed if it was closer to the food. Look at the size of that thing. She's obviously got big plans for it. A homunculus that big could be unstoppable. Let's crack that egg before it's too late.
Put some of these first. Just a little bit of red matter. It's possible to miss. Unless... No? Okay. Ah, there's a thing. Oh, I saw. I found it before. Okay. Pest control. Yeah, I still can't... I can't tell if I am on a different chapter now. Although I suppose if I was, I would be on the next part, and I would still be looking for something, because I'm supposed to be looking for stuff like two chapters in a row. So if this really is the next chapter from what I started on, that there should still be stuff to find. So I'm just gonna trust the game for a little bit, and just wait till we get back to real life. Or this is a real place. It's just a different dimension. Get back to the normal reality, normal world, non-astral plane, the Ark, and then I'll start worrying about finding the case or any case I missed. I remember the guide said there, like, you get points for shooting homunculi at every opportunity. I don't know if I was talking about these guys. I think I was actually talking about the one from last time where you're, like, chasing it through the city. And something about the Legion, like, you know, switching legions. I mean, I guess it's not weird to say it reminds me of, like, switching items in Skyward Sword, because that also uses an item wheel. Man, I can't wait for Zelda to have items again. Like, even if it's just a small selection of items still, just like the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I want them to be items again. I don't want it to be a power. I don't want it to be the power of some... like, a power that you inherit or a power from somebody. I want it to be an item. I want a new Skyward Sword, basically.
So be careful.
X-Guard. It almost looks like there's stuff down there that I could get to if I jump off here just right. And that's the thing that makes exploring the astral plane a pain. It was a little tricky to say. I'll get closer to the gas. I probably shouldn't be slowing down while I'm here. I shouldn't be exploring because I can tell from my map that I have probably everything. So I should just barrel through here. Oh, you're dead already. Accurate. This is not an opportune time for a call. feel like this is a thing I did before that I did wrong. Although that could be further ahead. Yeah, I think it's further ahead because I think it was a part that actually controls the camera for you. But now we can demonstrate what I was talking about with the car moving minigame. Because it's kind of like this, but it's like locked to a grid. And also notice how if I try to move in here, it gets stuck with Axe Legion. Now imagine you're on a grid, so you can't move to this grid square because Axe Legion or because Arm Legion is occupying this square. That's what it was like. But then you could do that, but then you can't undo that action. Unless there's enough space to pull the block back out. Or pull the car. But I'm sure now you got a better idea of how annoying that car puzzle can be. Ah! Should have seen that coming. I do too. Leaky battery. I'm gonna blow this up too. Got the gas generator. But don't counter Axe. You can't do that. Axe is supposed to be strong. I guess I can continue on that train of thought of, like, Zelda items. I don't really have anything... I don't have any problems with how the games have been. Like, especially Echoes of Wisdom and Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild, I can let it slide. Like, I think the runes are pretty crappy. But, you know, for what they were trying to go for, they're fine. I don't think they ruin the game. It's just, like, you know, Breath of the Wild did items... that, you know, it did them as runes. It's like, okay, it's fine, you're doing something different. And then, you know, you just keep going through the games, and it's like, we still have not had another more traditional Zelda game yet. Like, Echoes of Wisdom is really traditional, and it's great, but it doesn't have items. It's an Echoes menu, and it's not an item. They kind of treat it like items. It's like, it's a very good take on the concept of using something to solve puzzles, because you can, like, you know, use different echoes and use whatever you found, you know, really make your experience unique from anyone else's. But they're not items. I want items. I want the traditional thing, you know, open the chest and do, and you get an item, and you get to keep it forever, and it doesn't cost energy just to have it out, or doesn't, you know, just, I don't know, whatever other stipulations are on current items. Like, I just want to get a bow and have it be a bow forever. I'd only have to worry about finding arrows. I don't want to have to worry about managing bow energy or bow triangles and not be able to shoot more than 2 arrows at once because I ran out of bow triangles or whatever. Did that go away? Okay, well... Oh, I think over there, maybe? See, weird thing is, I think this block, like, it apparently respawns if you take too long to blow it up, but I don't think it respawns if you blow it up. So that's tricky. Okay, now get over here. Yeah, you can't do sideways, you can only do forward. Never mind, I'm in the way, that's why you can't do sideways. Pretty sure you can't do sideways with the cars, though. What are you... Where are you? Grab over here. I think I'm out of chain. Nope, still going. Okay, now we gotta quickly get Axe to blow it up. Hang on. You can kind of dodge to get through faster. Oh, I never got that chest. I think I was supposed to wait until I found more blocks before I blew whatever that was up. Before I blew it over here. So I guess I messed that up twice now. But then... Okay, but then here's a question. You know, riddle me this, Batman. Where is the other block? I see a block there I can move, but I can't grab it from here. I was just supposed to... But there. That works. And apparently killed this worm. Would this have made the walls touching? Okay, I want to at least put the block in place and see if it doesn't, like, transform into a stabbable block. I think you're supposed to do this, because you're supposed to get this block out of the way to get the laser generator. I was thinking you could just go through the lasers with Axe Legion's shield. Oh, I just remembered something. I just remembered the dream I had last night was funny. At least it was funny to me. Yeah, nope, that's... I messed that up. So I'm missing that chest again. Oh well. Okay, so... I'm sure there was more of it, but I'll just skip to the part that was funny. Because I remember there was a part where I was with Markiplier, and he had a daughter. Like not quite like a newborn, but not old enough to really know words yet. And I remember somehow the number 69 showed up. Like someone said it or something. There's a homunculus here apparently. And then Markiplier's daughter says nice. And I remember going like, wait a minute. That proves the genetic memory theory. Just gonna skip through that dialogue so I don't have to pause my story. So I was getting all excited. It's like this newborn child, Markiplier's daughter, just proved the theory of genetic memory, because this child has no way of knowing the meme of saying nice to 69, but Markiplier does. So his daughter knowing that proves that you can learn things genetically. You know, it proves the genetic memory theory. I just thought that was really... Well, okay, not really funny. It's not that funny. But I find it amusing. That of all the ways to prove that theory, an infant that doesn't know words saying nice to 69 was apparently the way to prove it. Okay, now I believe the shell should be gone. And we hit the nucleus, or the yolk, or whatever that part of the egg is. That's like, you know, the yellow part inside the egg. And I got another egg. Gonna shoot all off. I'm sure if there really was any way to prove genetic memory by now, there probably would have been. You know, if it was simple as having an infant say a word it has no way to know in a context it shouldn't know. But yeah, I don't think there's any young children saying nice to memes that they shouldn't recognize out there in the world. No, honestly, I wonder how that even... why that was even in my consciousness to be in a dream. I don't even like that meme. Frankly, I think it's like one of the worst kinds of memes. Is where the joke ends at, oh, you said the thing. You know, you said nice. Oh, look, it's the number. Everybody say the thing. It's just, I don't like it. I think it's just one of those things where it just makes people feel included to do it. And that's why they keep doing it. You know, makes them in on things.
We'll get moving once Akira's back. I'll send a chopper for you as soon as you're back on the Ark. Hurry, okay?
I don't suppose my map is updated with it. Nope. Okay. Anti-paralyze. Man, I gotta remember to manage my abilities later. Like, I gotta get freaking Legion Rush off of Bow. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't... like, the part of the guide that lists, like, the best abilities, I don't think Legion Rush is on there. So... this game is pretty well designed, but Legion Rush sucks. You know, most things I think are pretty decent. They go pretty well with the game. Everything fits together nicely. Legion Rush is not one of them. They can get out of here.
It's been a while, Yosef.
Jenna, why are you doing this?
Why? You know why. To put an end to this misguided project of yours.
You're the one who's misguided.
No! We can win! We have a future as we are!
Idiot! Cling to your worthless husk, but let the rest of us evolve. Only I can save humankind.
It appears talking will get us nowhere.
And that's the moment where you're supposed to realize they both think they're the hero.
But I will stop you. Whatever it takes!
But plot twist. Neither of them are the hero. They're both kind of extremists. Maybe extremist isn't the right word, but... I mean, definitely for Jenna. She's definitely... I mean, she's a terrorist. That's about as extremist as you can get, I think.
You're not getting away!
I love how much this is accidentally evocative of Prototype 2's ending. The final boss battle with Mercer on the rooftop.
So, we're going to do this the hard way.
Man, it'd be so cool if for a Astral Chain sequel, instead of doing this again, they do Prototype, but instead of being infected with some kind of virus that lets you mutate your cells, you're just a proto-legion like Jenna. You do that deal, but you can control it better. So instead of having legions, you are the legion. So that's a Mercer attack. Mercer does that. He does the jump attacks, and then you have to press square to counter. I don't know why I say Square. That game was on other consoles. Sadly, I don't think it came to Switch. Because, you know, the people who made it went out of business. And the people who own the licensing sure don't care about the game. Because why bother making, you know, games that are alright and appeal to an okay amount of people when you can make mass-marketed, focus tested bullcrap that does everything every other game is doing, because it makes money that way. Okay, lay off.
Your parents' misfortune. The pandemic in Zone 09. It's all his work. All for his sick ambition.
Is that what you were saying about my birth? Was that my parents died? They died during the pandemic that is completely unrelated to 2020. It's just very coincidental. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and use other legions. Oh, she's almost defeated. Well, don't stun. smashing around buttons. How about Arm? I think Arm has the super armor to be immune to being stunned by her attacks. I don't know if the count is heavy or light. And she's beaten. I should have checked my map. Ah, man. I might be in the part of the game, the part of the file where I'm supposed to be looking for stuff.
But I've come too far to let you stop me now.
This might actually be the end, because you know, it makes sense to end the file on a boss fight.
Hoped it wouldn't come to this.
Oh, wait, I remember now. She turned into an angel. See, it's symbolism or something. It's too bad I don't get wings when I shapeshift into a partial, kind of, sort of chimera. A proto-legion, I guess. That's definitely one way they could outdo themselves in a sequel, is have each legion have its own special combined form. The sync, whatever it's called. That special move where you merge with your legion and then you become special and you get the claws and stuff. Oh, S+. Like, that'd be cool, having a unique form for each legion when you combine with them. And it could be like Prototype, where, you know, you have, like, when you're Sword Legion, you special swordy form. Arm Legion, you become big and bulky, like the gorilla-like chimeras.
It's only a matter of time until Jenna catches up with the commander's helicopter. You've got to stop her.
We don't have any more helicopters. There's a motorcycle downstairs. That'll have to do.
That's my motorcycle. What did it Crash Bomb Master? When did that happen? Okay, I'm gonna leave okay, first get out of the orders menu. Gonna return from here. Because I have no idea where I am in the mission. The file. Almost leveled up, that's cool. So I'm just gonna quit out to make sure I know where I am. So alert and overflow. Intent, yeah, so that's the One Woman's Justice and Person of Interest. Yeah, so I passed the point. Okay, I guess whatever the second thing is in the astral plane. It's kind of wild. And then here you have a big, exciting fight with Jenna. You know, a second time, where she's even more merged and stuff. And yeah, so I gotta do it before I leave, and then also when I'm in the astral plane. So, I mean, might as well just jump into it. I was gonna try to memorize, like, okay, I've already done Missing Friend and Gate Disposal. It's like, just get into it. It says there's a list. Oh, and I can skip stuff. I mean, I can always do that, but I like watching the cutscenes again. You know it's a good game when I bother to watch the cutscenes again. I don't normally do that. Normally I'm skipping everything. Okay, so there's the...
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
Gee, I wonder where the clue is. It's like freaking Blue's Clues, except it's red. Okay, so this is one of the ones I've already done, but I'll do it again just to see if it opens anything else up. Go on in. See you later, Akira. Oh. Oh, he followed. Well, cool. And we get to see some more of his legions in action. Maybe get some more photos if I haven't already gotten them. Oh, I'm supposed to actually find the person who is here. Or not? Hello?
Iris, startup.
Hello?
Information.
Pizza delivery for, Icy Wiener. Aw, oh, crud.
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
I found him. I apparently had to stand on the child. Yeah, see, that's the type I was saying, where it's like it'd be cool if you could merge with your legions and have unique forms depending on which one you merged with. Like you merge with Armor Legion, then you become that. That'd be cool. Kind of bring back the idea of like, ow, of the idea they prototyped where you would have, instead of the 5 specific legions, you would just capture the enemies. I feel like Bow Legion would be one of those kind of angel-like forms. Kind of like what Jenna could do. Although I think there is a more generic enemy version of that. That is also still kind of angel-looking. Or maybe more like a... Well, I know they got ones that look like harpies. That's probably more accurate to what they would do. I don't know what Beast would be like. I guess it would just be more Beast. Okay, how about we do some slow arrow? Look at the doofus trying to leap. He's stuck in a bubble. Get out. Now he's in space in a bubble. A space bubble. It's like Wander Over Yonder, how they use bubbles to get around in space. It's pretty creative. Because, you know, space travel is always about spaceships, but what if you just didn't use a spaceship? What if you just came up with literally anything other than a spaceship to travel through space? And that's what they did. They did a bubble. Okay, how about I hit you with that? And then I get you with some of this action, or action, to do the pun properly. Isn't Crash Bomb the name of like a Mega Man ability? Isn't that the one he has as his side special in Smash Bros? Well, I found a friend. And there you go, crying kid. You can stop crying because your friend is found. Or maybe they're crying because their friend has been found and they're happy. Happy tears. That's something I can't relate to. I don't cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. Don't know if that sounds weird to anyone, but that's just how I am. Okay, can't go that way. I can't even go to the restaurant. I wanted to get a burger. Yeah, speaking of like side specials in Smash Bros, does it bother anyone else when someone calls them over B? It's like, first of all, over what? It's not an arcing motion. You're not going over something. You're going forward. You're going in the direction you're facing. And you know, forward B is also a little bit like incorrect because it kind of implies the existence of a back B, which doesn't exist. There is no back B. It's to the side. It's always whichever direction you're facing, and when you press the thumbstick to do the special, now you're facing that direction. But forward is not inaccurate. Over, that is just like, what are you talking about, over? What kind of motion are you making? And second, but no, I can, don't worry,
Hey, heads up. I'm picking up several gates opening up near your position.
Thank you, I got it.
Everyone has their eyes peeled for Jenna, but Chimera's showing up would make things even worse. So
I
let's
got
get
it.
rid of those gates before that can happen.
I got it! Second of all, B is not correct because not everyone maps their
One down.
controls
Good job.
to have special
But that's
on
not
B.
the last of them. Keep looking.
Oh, there's the toilet. And there's a Chimera. Excuse me, I gotta go.
Looks like there's still some instability in the area. Oh great, Chimeras. Get rid of them quick.
I can't, I'm in the bathroom. Okay, found that one already, apparently. It's easy bathroom. And I guess the B part, that's also like, you know, it's like forward, where it's not inaccurate to say B. It's just not true for everyone. You know, and it implies you stick with the default controls. How do I... Oh, right. You're a special... Wait, do I have a picture of you? I do... What? No. Yeah, I never got a picture of that one. But no, don't get another one. I'm trying to get my weapon out. Well, yeah, I guess it's always out. That's something that kind of bothers me about this game. You always have your baton in your hand. I wish it would be holstered whenever you're not in combat. That's not true. I don't wish for it. I would not waste a wish on it. If I'm wishing for anything Astral Chain related, I'm wishing for a sequel. And if I get a second wish, Astral Chain related, I will wish for the sequel to be good, because sometimes sequels aren't always good, and that's sad. I also feel bad when a sequel is like mixed reception, where there are people who are like, I don't know, I thought the original was way better. It's like, well, aren't you special for thinking that the new thing is not the best thing? And that, oh, the sequel didn't recapture the magic of the first one. Also, another thing that slightly bothers me about Smash Bros. Players. Why does everyone use a GameCube controller? GameCube is not the best controller. I don't care what anyone says. Like, it's a fine controller. It has alright hand feel. Or tactile, you know, the ergonomics, whatever the term is. They sound less weird than hand feel. I was probably supposed to close these so enemies stop coming in. I think that was supposed to be the idea. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it bothers me that like everyone who plays Smash Bros is like, oh, I gotta hook up a GameCube controller. It's like, no, you don't. You can play just fine with any other controller. It's not weird, I promise. It's not hard to just be like, hey, different, you know, the buttons that I already use for literally every other game. Just keep hitting those buttons. It's not like your muscle memory is not gonna get in the way, I promise. That is the second promise I've made. That's how you know I'm serious.
Iris, startup. Information. Iris, shut down.
Okay, has the red... No, Lost Boy. Where's the other case? There's really not much else space to look for, is there? Or to look in. I can't go down there. I can't go to the subway. It's too bad. I really want a sandwich right now. And if I go over that direction, then Akira is just going to be like, are you ready to go to your post? Maybe I am now. Now that I've taken out the recycling. Oh look, there's another subway. Eat fresh. didn't realize I was even over there. That's funny. I guess I can't go down there. Can I go up the stairs? Is Akio gonna let me? They're not even gonna put up a wall that says, you know, officially, no, you can't go that way. They're not gonna do the hologram thing they're supposed to be doing.
Iris,
Nope.
shut down.
No, I'm not ready to go.
Our post is once we take.
Hang on.
Let's keep an eye on things around here a little longer.
Why'd that move me? Right here in the middle. Can I do the other stairs? Oh, I guess there's a wall in the way. No.
It's about time we get to our post. All right.
I'm glad you're easy to convince to stay. It's like, we should really be going. It's like, no, no, no. Just wait. Oh, okay.
Iris, startup. Information, Iris.
I didn't realize what direction I was heading in.
All right.
Okay. Wait, which way am I facing? Okay, stairs are over there. Let's go this way.
Iris, startup.
I've got 5 minutes until break time, so I guess I'll look around until then.
Information, display.
Again with the invisible walls that are not marked.
Iris, shut down.
Help the worried mother find her child.
Iris, startup.
Okay, then we can Beast Legion. I don't think this late, like it says I already did this, so this shouldn't lead to the red case, but maybe having all of the cases other than the one I'm missing done, maybe that will open it up. Yeah, it does open, it did make a gate appear. And then I blew up trash cans, getting my beast out. Excuse me. Tank burps. I don't know if it's worth going back on this train of thought, but yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why it really bothers me that people care so much about having the GameCube controller specifically for Smash Bros. Like, if you're a high-level competitive player, that I can get. But if you're just one of those people who just likes playing with friends, you don't need your muscle memory. You will do fine with a normal controller, with you know, the standard button layout. You don't need a GameCube controller. You're not gonna have that much of an advantage by having it. It's just so weird to me that people insist on having it, especially for the Switch. Like when it was like the Wii U, and it had, you know, the like, cause the Wii let you use the GameCube controller. So going to the Wii U is like, oh, well, why doesn't this have GameCube controller slots? I want there to be GameCube controller slots, like the Wii. The Wii U is so close to the Wii, you know, you can use a Wii remote, you should be able to use a GameCube controller. But the Switch is just so different, and, you know, it's a portable console. I mean, sure, it's got the home console features as well, but if there's anyone out there who, like, refuses to play Smash Bros. In handheld mode because they can't use a GameCube controller, it's like, what are you doing? I don't know if I should use the shield to cross this. Oh yeah, that's fine. I was worried about how much energy it might take up, but, you know, it's barely. This is fine. I think if it's a trap, it doesn't take any energy. It only takes energy if it's an attack from an enemy. So I should be looking in here. Is there a case that will show up in here? I pressed the Dismiss Legion button to try to turn off my Iris. That is not how that works. Wonder if it's worth having a speed boost on the Axe Legion. I think I already do, but I don't remember. But like, man, he is so slow. That is always one of the things I find difficult about trying to figure out the meta strategies for things. Like, how do you figure out when a weakness needs patching like that, and when you should ignore the weakness because it's just a lost cause? Because I think there is some value to heightening the lowest stat to something. Looks like civilians here have safely evacuated. No more unpleasant surprises. Or are there? Yeah, I think I'm just not allowed to go to this part of the game world, which is fine, because that's the middle of the road.
Iris startup. Information display.
Oh, did I not? Did I never open this chest? I guess that makes sense, because you come over here, and then they teleport you, like, right here, where there's the kid. And then you put on that quest, and it's like, oh, well, I gotta find where the kid's friend went. It sends you somewhere else, and then you're teleported to, like, over there when you're done. There's a can. I gotta get the can. There's 2 cans. I did it. I got the cans. 3 cans. Where are these cans coming from? Like, it's an empty place. Everyone's gone. Who's littering? You're on your way to the intersection. Why aren't you going? Why are not your legs moving? No, I had that right the first time. Why are your legs not moving? Okay, my searching time is up, but I want to keep looking anyway. So can't go down there. I got distracted by the bathroom. Oh, the bathroom is in front of the hole that you would be able to use to get up there. So you can't get over there. What is that, like an art studio in there? Oh yeah, I can throw my cans away.
Iris startup. Iris shut down.
We don't go that side. Everyone's gonna head to the intersection. I don't know why I feel like there's like a hidden wall or something.
Iris startup.
Maybe there's a handprint that you can, use to search to find a red gate. I don't know why I said red gate. I'm pretty sure it's just gate. Why does it always seem like the areas with the least amount of ground to cover are the hardest secrets to find? I like peeking down that alleyway. It's like... I mean, obviously they didn't render anything down there because they don't expect you to stop and stare down that alleyway, but it does kind of feel like I'm gazing to the end of the world. Because it kind of is, video game wise. If I step out of here, then Akira is just gonna be like, "You ready to go?" And I'll be like, "No." Okay, you're highlighted, but I can't talk to you? I don't think I can talk to anyone else. Can I eavesdrop? Sword. Oh. Because you were blue, maybe you were unique enough to have a picture? No? What about you? But that's not... That's... No. You don't either. Why does it seem like the only people I can talk to are the people who are going to be like, thanks for helping. I'm going to go to the crossroads now. Alright, I give up. I'm going on break. And while I'm on break, I will look at the guide. And then when we come back, we will do what the guide says. Okay. I don't feel bad at all about looking this one up, because even the guide itself said, this is one of the hardest cases to find. So it's, here, I think, unless it's higher up. So it's something about looking up. And then it should be, okay, which way is north? I think it said the west one? But I forget if I think it said it's like a bar. You look up. And then I think it said the west. Connecting the media building? Can't really see it now. There's the beam. There's supposed to be... what you can barely make out is the figure of a chimera. And then you just shoot it with your bow and then a fight starts. Oh!
Information display.
Unregistered.
Iris shut down. Iris startup.
I kinda like that. I'm gonna keep that. So then I shoot it with my bow.
Display. Iris shut down.
Well, not if you're gonna turn my
Iris startup.
iris off.
Iris shut down.
So I don't feel bad at all for having to look that one up. And apparently the other one I missed was from the blocks where I messed up. Get your Legion out. So yeah, now I know where the things I'm missing are. It's good. Okay, taunt. Stop getting hit. Okay, maybe it'd be better if I use my gun. Oh, I'm in goo. Okay, that's it. I'm merging. Yeah, imagine if this had like a unique form depending on which Legion you had out when you fused. That would be really cool. What if they were to do that, I wonder if the charge meter would be per Legion, or if it would still be an overall meter. Man, I can take getting an A or lower, but when I get an S, that's where it's like, hey, you know how there's an S plus? You almost got it. It's like missing just like just one thing, just one tiny little thing. Actually, I think it would be faster to get to the next part if I actually use the return option and then file select again. I am now a master. Iris voice code K. Oh, is it cap at master? Cool. Then overflow. And we can skip that boss fight. And you know, any cutscene associated with it as well. And that one.
Can you hear me? Either it's like, look at the size of how.
Look at the size of... Oh! I was already on sword. but this time I can rush because now I know what I'm looking for. I can just get right there. Do some cool cartwheels on the way there. I can't cartwheel in real life. I'm bad at them. It's one of those things where my body does not like being upside down, so I just don't trust myself enough to not drop myself on my head to fully commit to the cartwheel. So I always end up doing kind of like a partial cartwheel.
It's no.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. I don't think you can turn tutorials off. Or can you? What did I get an order for? Oh, probably for being a master officer. Security set blue. So options. Autoplay. It's not going to be on the camera. Oh, but I can... Was it K? HUD display settings. It doesn't look like tutorials can be turned off. Yeah. Oh well. I don't hate tutorials like that, but they definitely get in the way of replayability. When you already know what you're doing and the game is like, hey, press the left stick to walk. Like, as much as I love Has-Been Heroes, that's definitely one of the flaws with it, is... Like, I have, like, 400 hours in that game. And then sometimes the game is like, press these buttons to switch your heroes in the lanes that they're in. It's like, yeah, I know. I wouldn't have beaten the game if I didn't already know that. And there's no option to turn it off. Alright, so where are we putting this one? Over there. I may not even actually need to put it there. But let's put it there anyway. But I will give this game this credit, this bit of credit, is that you can at least close the tutorials by pressing plus and you don't have to flip through every page of it. Because worse are the mandatory tutorials that you can't turn off that also require you to view every page before you can close it. Or when it's like, when it pops up and it forces you to wait a couple of seconds before the option to close shows up. It's like, wait, what are you making me wait for? It's like, it's bad enough that you don't let me turn it off, but then you're also going to pretend like I'm going to skip it? That I'm going to accidentally miss the tutorial that I don't need? Okay, so, I think I can blow this one up because it does not do diagonals. So those will blow up, and that'll give me access to the 2 blocks. Are you the gas generator? No, you're just annoying. But the laser generator is over there, so I can... Don't touch the lasers. No, they'll go back through the wall. Again, it goes back to the car puzzle that I was talking about. Like, you can see how annoying the puzzle would be when you can bring your Legion back to you, but you can't send it out if you're blocked off. So it just makes it way more clunky than it needs to be. And I don't mean that as a general game thing. Like, this here, this is fine. What I'm doing right now, it's fine. It is a little annoying that I have to, like, stop to get the Arm Legion like unsquished from the wall, or like here. But you would do this in any other game that has block pushing in it. It's not just this game. But that car section in particular is like, I know that there was a less clunky version of this type of puzzle, and you're not letting me play it. Okay, where was the other block? Was it that one? See if I can get it without letting Axe Legion stop pushing. You know, keep them on the same face of the block the whole way. Nope, I already see it's the hallway is too tight. See, once it stops pushing through here. You know, I want to say something about like how, well, you know, for as annoying as it might be to have to keep repositioning Armed Legion, it's better than Ocarina of Time. I don't even have a problem with how Ocarina of Time's block pushing is. Like, I know there are people who play randomizers, and the randomizers have the setting to make the... I think it's not even an option. It just is part of the randomizer. It's just that by default it will always Axe Legion. It will always have increased block pushing speed. I never had a problem with block pushing. Where am I? Never had a problem with it in any Zelda game. Never thought it was too slow or anything. Everything I can heal with. Oh, I'm in the goop. Please be healing item. I would like the screen to stop blinking. Medicine. Oh, I'm already on it. I didn't realize that restores 1,000. I thought it was 500. So apparently, that enemy is required to be able to count this as completed. Like this, and I know I'm not done yet. But I guess it just never occurred to me that like this is technically an encounter. So you have to kill all the enemies that are around for it to count as completed. And then you get the check mark. Hello? Hello? I don't remember those being there before. Did I not blow up this wall? Okay, yeah, I guess it's this way that is the stuff that you need to be able to get to completion. I thought it was already down this way. Am I gonna have to protect you where you fill that in? This definitely feels like one of those moments. Ow. Okay, well I didn't mean to call my... It's just muscle memory. Call my Legion over when I'm having trouble. I'll go back on the thing. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Did I pull him off of it? No, he's still gone. Maybe gun would be better. Don't let me forget that chest. Ow, stop being on fire. Excuse me. Ah, sync attack. It's just muscle memory. Muscle memory that I'm sure would not change if I changed my controller. Like, I'm sure if I pulled out the Pro Controller, I'd be doing the same. It doesn't matter that I've been mostly playing with Joy-Cons. If I switched controllers, I would be fine. I could change to a GameCube controller and would still reflexively hit the shoulder button to call my Legion. It's one of you guys. Oh, I stunned him. Man, you got a lot of health. I forgot to even pay attention to the Iris's new voice. I can't tell who that's supposed to be. If it is anyone I know. It will always be interesting to me how Sword Legion kind of just has, for the most part, a lot of its special abilities are not really linked to it being sword. Like, you've got whatever this is, and then you've got how you can blue shift people, you know, basically healing. And like, that has nothing to do with a sword. Like, you could put that on anyone, really. It kind of surprises me that it's, at least that blue shifting isn't something that they all can do. Oh, colors. Wasn't expecting to get that. It's not often a chest has anything other than a healing item in it. Yeah, like this ability, this makes sense for Sword Legion to have. It's slashing. It's a thing a sword would do. You can't tell me that didn't look like it was going to be a staircase. That was totally going to be a staircase. This is going to... Can I walk on this? I don't know if I can walk on this. Oh, it's going to vanish. Yeah, I wasn't expecting down here to be such an area. Really nullifies what I was saying before about how, like, oh, I'm surprised you have to kill this enemy back here for this to count as a completed encounter. No, it doesn't. Apparently it's over here. Whatever this is. Oh yeah, that guy. I remember reading that part on the guide. Sphinx. That definitely tells me that they were not, like, when they named things in this game, they were not specifically going for, like, Greek mythology or Roman mythology. They were just whatever. Just whatever sounded cool for an enemy name. And I'm sure there are probably some obscure mythological names in there. Maybe from Greek legends, may not be. I don't know. But then you got things like Sphinx, where it's like, that is obviously Egyptian. That is like quintessentially Egyptian mythology. Like, so much so that it's like, it's something a layman would recognize. You know, something anyone would know about Egyptian mythology. I may not know enough about mythology, but I know enough to know that Egyptian mythology is not Greek mythology. Come on, just like one more hit. Just one. Okay, you could chain counter yourself. Didn't even do that on purpose. Kind of just did it to himself. He just happened to run into my chain. And there. Now we're done here. S+. I really don't think that was an S+ worthy performance, but I'll take it. It's better than an S. Oh man, that reminds me of how I forgot that, because I was watching Polter get some P ranks in Pizza Tower last night. He was streaming. And I forgot that I'm sure it was something he told me about, or he said in a stream before, about how there's S ranks and then there's P ranks. And that's kind of silly. Because it's not a system where, like, if you get a P rank, it counts for all the other ranks. They're exclusive. So, like, if you get a P rank, you have to also go back and get an S rank. Which really doesn't... It doesn't make any sense to me as someone who's more of who is a casual Pizza Tower player, who mostly just has, like, A and B ranks on everything. It's like, what is the difference between a P rank and an S rank? Oh, wait. I think I remember. So a P rank is specifically you keep your combo going the entire level, including lap 2. Whereas an S rank is just a score threshold, and you can lose your combo, but you can probably make it back. Like, you can make up for it. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's probably a multiplayer, not multiplayer, multiplier at play, but I'm sure it's set up where it's okay to lose your combo at least like once or twice, and that's the difference between S and P. But you would think if you're good enough at the game to get a P rank, the game would just give you the S. But study session. Okay, I remember some of these are locked. Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to get the passwords for these. Although, admittedly, I have not read much of any of these. So maybe it's a kind of, it's a, you know, a retention thing where it's like, oh, have you been paying attention to these notes? Do you remember where you read this password in the previous notes? By the way, yeah, the game wants me to read these, but I'm not gonna.
You're awake. That's a good sign.
Easy there. You've been asleep for 3 whole days. How are you
How are you feeling? Are you okay? Does anything hurt? Oh, you still recognize me. That's a relief.
Sorry, I bet that was a shock. So, what do you want to hear first?
Where's Akira?
The good news is...
Where's
he's
Poochie?
okay, but apparently, Akira's in charge of the Raven Corps now. Remember what I said about the crows? The Ravens are what I was trying to warn you about. That one code word was all I had to go on back then. Whoever they are, they've got full control over their legions. You and Akira were the only ones like that up to now. To go from just the 2 of you to a whole squad in no time at all, there's something fishy about it. All the
It's funny that
other
you say
Neuron
that.
officers have been not demoted per se, but Akira and the Ravens are the main event now. I'm still looking into the particulars. It helps to have someone who knows Neuron better than anyone else around.
Where's Jenna?
Yeah, you wouldn't remember, would you? You sort of... how can I put this? Merged with your legion back there. You flew off the handle and... well, Jenna's gone. I've gone back over my recordings and, as far as I can tell, Jenna died saving Akira from whatever you'd become. But I can't tell why. Why go to all that trouble to destroy the world and then... right, there's more. Then Yosef showed up with this group called the Ravens. That's who put a stop to your little rampage, by the way. When I found you, you were hanging off a pipe halfway down the overpass. You were back to normal by then. But how you got that way is anyone's guess. Welcome to my secret hideout. Okay, maybe it's not as cozy as the police station, but I should have everything you need. Make yourself at home.
What gives? You're not gonna ask about me? This
The game
hasn't
didn't
been
let
easy for
me.
Either, you know. I was leaking HAL intel, but then they found out. Long story short, they fired me and sent the Ravens after me, and I had to run all the way here by myself.
We're all
I
complicit.
think someone would have stepped out the door for once in their life to help me, but no.
I'm sorry, Olive. I really am. Anyway, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but turns out you're a wanted fugitive now.
Yeah, that was the last thing I saw before I had to leave. After what happened 3 days ago, the commander told everyone you betrayed us. I just couldn't believe it. Well, I did at first, but I couldn't think of a single reason why you'd betray Neuron. Of course, now I can think of a few reasons myself.
So, now, Yosef's hell-bent on finding you. Or your Legion. Or your corpse. Either way, it's best if you crash here and lay low for a while. Those clothes definitely won't do. Let me get you something less conspicuous.
And here's where you get the option to use these whenever you want, instead of specifically in that one where you're going to the hermit's hideout.
I know I just said to lay low, but I guess that's not really your style, huh? So, I took the liberty of rewiring your Legatus navigation system a bit. We can't have the cops following it right to you. They can't track you now, so go take a walk around. Stretch your legs, get to know the neighborhood, you know? I'll just be over here gathering intel, so let me know if you need anything.
But I'm not gonna put that back on because I like this outfit. I can customize it. I can change the colors. I can't do that with the other outfit. It's kind of lame. Yet I think it was here where I realized like this game's use of holograms is cool because you have actual computer screens that you can't see. Oh well, you can kind of. But then like okay, you can see this screen here where I can see all of through it. But then you come to see what she's looking at. It's TV. It's the news. And you can't... I don't think you can see through it at all, actually. And like so many sci-fi settings, they replace TVs and screens with holograms. But I don't think that's how it would work in real life. I think you would still have these, you know, even if you can still get like an incredibly slim display like that. Who knows, that might be a hologram too, and I might just be talking nonsense. But then you got these. Those are definitely real TV screens. At a PC tower right there. It makes sense to me to have both. And then you got the little projector on Hal's drone. Which, you know, not really necessary that he projects a picture of himself like that, but it's cool. It makes sense to have a hologram there where you don't have room for a screen. Okay, let's see. I did pick the chapter I'm missing stuff in, right? I'm gonna look at the guide and see if it says anything about anything showing up after you complete all the other stuff, because I don't want to waste time doing stuff that is already completed if I don't need to. So we're on Madness. Madness. Most cases are marked on the map. Put a couple that aren't. Okay. Excuse me. There are a couple that aren't. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm missing red. So I can skip the part here on the guy that's putting out all the blue cases. Oh, wait, actually, is this, I can't tell where I am on the map. Let me go outside. Because I think this is the section of the game where there's a kid you can do quote-unquote magic tricks for. No, never mind, because I think they would be over here, but instead it's a cat lover. They want me to help them find a cat. And actually, I think this is the person where you get them their cat and they're like, I wish I knew someplace safe to put my cat so that they won't get hurt and all this crazy. And then that's where your character would be like, hey, well, the cat sanctuary. And then they're like, well, if you think they'd be safe there. Which makes me feel bad because it makes it seem like they're giving up their cat rather than just housing it somewhere safe. I don't like the idea that this person is never going to see their cat again. Okay, so one of the cases only appears after you have done the... After you have done... Where to go? Once you complete a dangerous dump. Where is that? Because that's not showing up on my map here. With case number 2. Yeah, that's not on here. So that must... I think that's the red case I'm missing. Because wasn't I only missing one? Which is weird because... So I'm reading the guide. I should finish the train of thought before I go back to reading. It's weird because... I don't think I was missing any blue cases. I think I'm just missing the red. Unless I have it backwards and I'm missing a blue. So I've already done a dangerous dump, but I never found the one that follows up to it. Which is also not on here. At least not right now. It doesn't say anything about where it shows up. It just says a dangerous dump and then it describes the combat scenario. Okay, so it looks like whatever... So I gotta do dangerous dump and then stuff will appear after that. So I think I just gotta... I know there is a dump here. There is a garbage pile that you can go to. That might be it. That going there might automatically start a dangerous dump. Might also scare a dangerous dump out of you. Is this it? Well, there's a case right down there, apparently. It's not a dangerous dump. Dangerous dump is not in the dump. I guess I just gotta look around until the game is like, hey, new case. Hello. This might be it? What do you call it again? I can't tell. Wait, are you new? You say unregistered? Data registered. No, wait. I think it said the encounter. No, never mind. That was a different one I was reading. Okay, that wasn't anything. Cool. What about up here? I think this is unrelated. This is a drug thing. Or never mind. It's just another one of those ones where it's yet another combat encounter that's like, hey, don't get any closer. And then you get closer and a fight starts. I'm trying to do the spin. Fine, don't spin. Do that. That was looking for trouble. Only S. Oh, man. Hello? Any dumping going on down here? This is also not a dangerous dump. What's the guy gotta do to find a dangerous dump? Find a guy who can blue shift. That's kind of one thing that makes it a little weird to change the colors of the legions. Like, they're the good guy legions are kind of associated with blue. So changing that color to be anything else seems weird. I think this is related to a different case. That might be later on, because there are at least 2 chapters that start here instead of the Neuron headquarters. So that the case, the quest I'm thinking of might be in that instead. I didn't get that? Oh yeah, I got that. But there's a quest where there's a guy who's like, man, I miss my friends, and then you can find his friends. And one of them was missing because there was gas, and he couldn't get through the gas. I'm wondering if the coughing guy was one of them. Coffin man, coffin man. Berserk mode. E convert. Where are you? I think Dumping Ground said, or Dangerous Dump, I think the guide said that there will be a human there who will attack. So to me, it definitely says it's something that you have to get into the, like, take a wrong turn somewhere and get into a dead end. That's why I thought Dangerous Dump meant the dump was dangerous. But it's apparently not, unless there's a second dump. I think here was where I got ambushed by a couple of guys who were up to no good. They were certainly making trouble in this neighborhood. Ow. I don't know why I find that so difficult. Okay, well that time I didn't have time to respond that time. It was too close.
Hey, you got a minute? You know,
Okay, this is main story stuff. I don't need that. I'm gonna quit out of this once I find Dangerous Dump. Or once I do Dangerous Dump and then I check for whatever else was associated, like whatever comes after Dangerous Dump. I mean, I think I can fix the detector, the gate detector, and not be pulled forward into the rest of the story. But I still want to be, I want to be safe. It would also take up time to do that. Because it's not as simple as fixing the thing. Actually, if I remember right, there's actually someone stealing parts. I wonder if I gotta do that first. Oh yeah, gang's all here. I think that's the one where you gotta find the guy's friends. Let me look at the guide again. Okay, apparently you do have to do all the cases to find all this stuff in here. I'm gonna end here because I don't. I know it's gonna take a long time to do all that stuff because it seems like I'm always like, oh, it's only gonna take a little bit, and then it takes an hour and a half to do. So might as well just quit now. Save this for next time. And then, what day is it? Is it Wednesday? Okay, so we're on this file. So ideally, next time, I can do this. Oh, look, I've already done Dangerous Dump. And Bad Medicine. So then, hang on. This case is only available once you've completed the other 7 red cases and all 8 blue cases. And it is called Lost in the Fog. That is the one I'm missing. So yeah, that's it. I have to complete... I already forgot the numbers. 7 red cases. So I can't hover over them, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So it's kind of annoying, but that's one of them. Now I know where it is. I almost want to look at where this one is too, but whatever. So ideally, next time, we can get all this done in the first half of the stream. And then find this before ending. And then, if there is time, ideally there will be time. There's not going to be time. Then we can do Reckoning. Because it'd be so perfect to find all the stuff next stream. To find everything here, or here and here on these last 2 files. And then Monday we can start a new game. But I know how long these things are going to take or tend to take, how quickly time can move. It's not going to be that simple. I have a feeling we're going to finish this next Wednesday. But I'll do my best to find all this stuff in a timely manner. Get all that done. Maybe I should start skipping cutscenes. And then we can... We'll do what we can. We'll do it as quick as we can. Whatever doesn't get done, we just do later. It's fine. I was already okay with this lasting until like mid-November anyway, so there's not really a rush. I'm just at a point, you know, it's 2 files. You would think I would be able to do at least 1 a day. I was hoping to be able to do 2, but doesn't work out like that. But anyway, yep. So see you Friday, where we go back into madness. Literally, the file called Madness, and we do all that stuff, including Dangerous Dump. Because more toilet paper. Bye.